All right, good morning, guys. Afternoon, wherever you are on this planet. We got 12 minutes till the open, so probably best to go straight into some profiles here. Let's see what's going on. So market overall from that loss composite from the last 3 weeks, still basically finding buyers on the lows here. I think as long as we stay up trading above that POC, it looks good for upside. It's going to be a major line in the sand if we start losing or trading below that prior weekly or that composite POC. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen there. As it stands, let's see. Let's go for daily profiles. Let's put in some levels here. High, not the prior range high. Let's see where she's at. So just marking out value, POC. The low of Friday. All right, so we are currently opening up. If you open up here on the low side of value, so that would mean for this range still no resolution. If you start losing value and start trading under value area low, there's a lot of room to the downside here. Probably gonna be best to like be patient up and open, unless we really start trading. Really depends like how aggressive you want to be. If we see, if market opens up, where are we? Yeah, basically here on the low value. If you open up here and there's buy pressure, setups are viable for me towards the POC, the value area high. Then to be seen what's going to happen here. For longs, if I'm not long yet, I want to see trade above, find strength above to trade towards the prior range high and then potentially higher. And all these levels obviously are going to be swing, fail points either way. So I'm not a fan of this drawing tool. Give me 1 second here. Deleting some lines. It's annoying. And the same thing for the downside. If price opens up and we're losing the value area low, setups to the downside makes sense. To the prior range low. There's a lot of business here, so this also. Let me see. Let me put up a weekly delta profile. Yeah, just from a profile point of view, if you lose the value area low, I'll be looking for the range low here. Overall, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the overnight will guide me more. All right, overnight. So we got 8 minutes. Let's see what's going on here. It basically opened with a gap to the downside, price gap, sold off. Basically bounced on Fridays, lower value, basically still in range. Nonetheless, Let's see if I can find out some interesting levels here. So for sell aggression, looking for 38s. And then the value area high. Just want to point out that low volume node here. And same thing for the downside. Yeah, I'm gonna use that low volume node at the 43s. And then some buy side aggression below that. Basically on that high volume node. Let me see what we got in here. Kind of want to use that high volume node. Really? Gonna use the extreme here on the low 24s. It's a few valid ways, but I just want to look for the one lowest, the lowest one under that distribution here. I think that looks good. Morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's going to be an interesting week for sure. Since I'm using only the volume profile, I am not using single prints, but I do understand what you're getting at. I'm just not using market profile anymore. Is there something that stands out for you, sir? Single print wise? So we're currently really opening up in the middle of it all, which is interesting. Could wait for a sweep. Let me put my counts ready. Fucking hell. Trade Sinker. Right, everything is good to go. Now we just need to make money. Ciao, ciao. Do we got news? Trump at event. Interesting. There's some news. Top of the hour. Not sure how much that's gonna move the market, but it's there. We still have a fit speaker talking, I think. Nothing to worry about, I feel. Kind of want to mark out the open here too. So we're currently opening up in the middle of value from Friday, which is a very balanced thing. So currently bouncing on the value area low. If you start trading above the 25,000s,
Connection lost.
prior POC might make sense.
Connection lost.
Dude, why is this doing this again right upon open? Same thing as Friday. Dude, this is not funny.
Connected. Connected. Connected.
So already hitting that extreme on the overnight, very high from the overnight. Kind of want to see it hold above 25,000s here. Ton of absorption, perhaps. If you start trading below the opening price, things start getting less clear. Prior POC might be a thing. 25,060s. It's getting absorbed here on the highs of the 40s. Holy shit, I'm long fucking minis. Holy fuck, get me out. Holy shit. Someone was on NQ. That could have gone very ugly bad. Motherfucker. And then Apex was not trailing. Oh yeah, because only... Okay, that's good. It only trails M and Q. Right, buddy, that's good. Damn. I saw my stop loss, like, why the fuck is that $2,400 stop loss? That's not what I want to do. I was trying to play the momentum up here. It's getting slammed down. There's a ton of absorption here. If it pops, it probably pops hard. At the same time, this could be... I kind of want a long above 25,000. This could be the trap. Such a trappy area. Basically, I want to see it trade, or I want to see it trade above this and above or below that. I think. So yeah, someone's already up 500 bucks. That was an interesting trade. Still like it above the opening price, but kind of wish that overnight extreme was naked. Kind of want to wait, see if it pushes first and then join later. Perhaps. No need to be first. That is a nice reaction though. A lot of business being done in the first 8 minutes and we still haven't touched the prior POC and or the value area low. You want to see this hold. Indecision. I kind of want to wait for price to develop. Very balanced, open. Looks good for a move to lows, basically. Lower or the higher 900s, 887s, 880s, basically. Could have made sense to be more aggressive upon open here. To short the value area high from the overnight and that extreme. Just was not a fan of the buy pressure against it. We'll see what happens if she pulls back. If she pulls back at all. So value area low here. She could sweep like the 880s or and then regain. That could be a thing. But also don't want to catch a bottom here on a Monday morning.
Connection lost.
Dude, this rhythmic connection, dude. What is this? Not sure why it's doing this to me.
Disconnected.
Right, sir. Please connect. That was small scalp ever here. 2 minis. 10 points. That was a brutal scalp. That was a brutal scalp.
Connected. Connected.
We're finally back here. Rhythmic. Definitely not something I want to short right now.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this.
We're also super balanced on last week, so we're kind of hitting some lower extremes on the range, basically.
Connection lost.
But I told them it's my time, check the wristwatch. They've been talking way before they even doing something. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off. Ain't no silver lining, dog, this some rose gold. Getting new money, I'm a old soul. Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick elastic, girl. Told them we ain't in the bacon, this ain't plastic, girl.
Connected.
New whipping cash, now my tax is thorough. Way I'm shooting like step, but my pass is bro. The way I'm playing the field, I'm in a league of my own. And now they all in they fields. I got them all on my phone, but dog, I'm hitting the climb. I got no time on the low. Way I'm shooting is messy, the way I'm hitting the goals. I'm taking
Trying to see what makes sense here if she bounces.
pissed off. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, but I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. I just left, but you know I'm coming back though. And you know I don't play by my rags though. Now go and turn it up to the max, whoa. Send a paper to me now like a fax, whoa. Got 2 phones ringing off the hook now. When I'm in the city, I get looks now. I was going bad, but I'm good.
Already at those extremes on the low. This is a big buy zone though. Some demand here for sure. Might take a little aggressive break even here. It's either break even or I'm adding if she both goes. That could be a thing. Continue, my friend. No juice. Or do we? Nope. Rejecting value area low. Still kind of looks good, but I'm not the biggest fan. So potentially rejecting value if you start swinging the lows here. If why I didn't enter on the dump? What? Because it was very choppy Monday morning. Just want to see the market resolve itself a little bit. Can we get past 950s? If she's staying in value from Friday, I'm looking for it to stay in value at this point. So overall, the idea is that POC, she has a lot of work to do, but I don't want to short this right here. Is she gonna keep me in the move? That's more of the question. Okay, I want to see it push through. If it fails, I don't want to be in the move. Add it to that position too. All good. Was I early? Could've, shoulda, woulda. Probably. $7 till news, like top of the hour. Definitely range bound till we break the current daily highs and lows. I'm not the biggest fan to short here. Could work though, but slow, slow, slow. It's definitely not really any conviction at the moment, profile wise. All right, patience it is. Got 4 minutes till the top of the hour. Might wait it out. Not really want to mess around here at the moment. Does she want to go long? Definitely would make sense to go long from that failure low. But if there's no conviction in that direction, it's not going to help. Just getting absorbed at the moment. Patience. 30 seconds. $182-point range in the first 30 minutes. I think it's very tight today. News? Someone delivered my coffee. Buyers keeping it in value. Interesting. Very range bound action so far. She's gonna push up though. And from a profile perspective, we're just hitting the low value from Friday and basically chopping around right here. No real incentive for price to, if that's even the right word. Basically want to see some more conviction in price, like a bounce or a rejection here. Well, this is a boring session so far. Kind of want to see the lows get broken and see what happens here. See if buyers really want to step in or not. Interesting NASDAQ. Interesting. If you lose that 870, it's kind of a high volume note under the value area low from the profile from the RTH. She might just flush. One thing is for sure, someone's gonna get trapped. Kind of want to give it one stab at the lows. Definitely a fan of price being under 880s. Kind of want to see this from here, aggression up, quick price action. It's not it, huh? It's not a good close. On that 1 minute, not a fan. Kind of feel we needed a bounce already. Seller step in. The short was the move. Question is, do you want to continue down? Or is this the divergence I was looking for? Do not try this though. It's gotta push through the 82s here for me. Otherwise, very likely to have the same results. Close above that structure. I am able to put this break even. So you gotta go right here though. Stop is in a bad spot, dude. It's not the momentum I'm looking for. Jesus, sellers smacked that down. They tried to push it up. Kind of want to. This is like a buy zone on my overnight. It's like a big buy block right here. That basically has to flip. Right. Basically shorting the range low at the moment. But yeah, longs are not working out either. So it's either wait or I'm putting my stop way too close. That could be a thing too. If this fails, I'm probably gonna wait until could drag it tighter. Sellers try to push it. They're unable to get some results. This has to push the low here or my stop is going to be, yep. I'm waiting for this to get out of this mess here. For my levels, it looks good for longs, but it's either me being too impatient or she's just stuck. I do like it's short under that 880s though. At the same time, we're hitting that buy block on today's profile. this to like how this looks, but absorb. Looks like my stop is gonna get absorbed. They have to follow through here. I'm not a fan of holding this on that demand. They're unable to push through. Lots of selling going on here. Someone's buying this right here. I need to wait for this to get resolved. Yeah. Needs to wait right now. I'm obviously also super tight. What is it I am missing is the question. I think what I'm missing is patience, because the idea might be right, but you just wait for price to trade under the value area low from the overnight. So at the moment, sellers get absorbed on the value area low here. Basically swept both sides of the range here. Anything in between is
Connection lost.
range bound.
Connection lost.
Dude, what is going on?
Connected. Connected.
I want to put on risk, but it has to make sense here. It's flipping here. What makes sense too, if it wants to be range bound. See what happens here at the value low. Damn, that was a brutal stop on that one trade. Big candles though. What's going on here? A clusterfuck of orders. Not gonna lie, it looks. Kind of want to be involved in a momentum flip. More shorting the area than any other confirmations. Could be very wrong, very quick. If there's no continuation, it's gonna stop me out. Push, push, push. Oh, really? Little 87. 40 point, 50 point candle. Range bound. At the same time, that trade idea still makes sense to the downside. At the same time, there's a lot of steps to the upside too. Could have been less aggressive with the ad. Still be in the position. It's been a little bit the story of the day. There's just no continuation in anything I'm trying to do here. I'm too quick, probably. It's too range bound, probably. Don't make no sense to like short it right here though. Hello, sir. Don't be sorry. Now she's gonna flash, and I'm just gonna be in on my lowest size possible. Big candles, dude. Like one candle is... And this is not too bad. 25 points. It's not too bad. But if that flashes, there's a shit ton of people long here from the absorption. People buying. If 56 starts wicking, this could be very interesting very quick. See if there's anything I could put on some more size. At the same time, we're hitting again that level where it's gotten bought up. So don't want to be too aggressive here. I think my stop at break even at the moment is in a good spot if she continues. Gonna see a pullback and a rejection, and then potentially do something like this. I might have screwed it though. I'm good, sir. I'm just trying to get out of my hole. It's a small one, but it's a hole nonetheless. Just need some follow through in any way, man. This is the exact spot where it's caught bought up. I should give it more room. At the same time, it's so range bound. Yep. Debating to put it lower. Oh my Jesus, what did I do there? Damn it. Oh my God, I fucking mismanaged this so bad. Damn it. That's fucking brutal, dude. Potential absorption again on the bottom here. Kind of want to see that wick. Now in for a ride because I'm in a bad spot. This is where she got bought up so many times, and I'm trying to short this level. Do not do what I do. I'm gonna be out in 0.2 seconds because this is not my jam. It's a good sign. Sellers are trying to step in, but you gotta win too. You're getting absorbed. Big sellers, they gotta continue or they're getting absorbed, obviously. And that'll probably be my cue to stop doing what I'm doing right here. Just not able to push through. I'm just in a bad spot too. Like my break even was at the 83s here. That was a spot to hold. This is just bad trade location. Am I on the 5-minute chart? Oh shit. Sorry man, I'm streaming the wrong screen. My bad. But yeah, absorption again. It's probably made way more sense to long than to short.
Connection lost. Connected.
This could be a little manipulation freaking work and just dump it on everyone's. That'll put me in the same bad position as before. So look at this wick, dude. Look at this wick. I just like it from the fact that if it starts wicking that current low, this is just gonna freaking melt. But at the same time, I'm anticipating something that might not happen. And that's not good trading. Yep, that's how the cookie crumbles. Because it makes sense from what I'm trying to do here. So the first 30 minutes, it's still from that POC rejecting, so I like it. But look at the freaking candles. So it's it's really easy for me to talk myself into trades, especially because I'm streaming. It's way easier to not trade when you're not streaming. There's something to it. Something that forces you to looks good. I'll probably give it the benefit of the doubt for a pullback and then to reload for more size because I'm just short 2 micros, which is fine. We'll see how far she gets on 2 micros. Kind of want some P&L back. But yeah, so let me just put on my orders. So I short at the 900s, got wicked out. Again, short and break even with an ad at the 880s, 88, 85s. Again, put myself, chop myself out there. This whole trade just still made sense. It's just there's no follow through, and then there's like this wick that stops you out, which is very likely to happen to me again. Yeah, what to say? I basically need to try to add, but it's very likely to, nope. At the same time, I don't want to put my stop higher because it doesn't make sense, because it's just gonna go back in range all the way back up. That don't make no sense. This could be the liquidity grab though. I don't know, man. I don't know. She's going down though, but not in the most prettiest way. Am I just too aggressive with my trails? Like, maybe I need to slow down, wait to see this happen and then trail? Potentially. Definitely don't want to go short here. Ay. Probably watch your flush without me. Three times I went short. 3 times I get subbed out. Too quick, put it break even. I think I wanna do something like this. So I just move my aggression level to the one at the 42s, 43s. So profile wise, we're basically rejecting value from Friday. So that looks good for downside. At the same time, these are the last lines of defense she's struggling to get to. Trying to see what makes sense here. There's the Fichu. Eight oh sevens. Too soon. Again, getting stopped out break even by like fucking 5 points. 4 or 5 points. I feel like I'm just managing it too quick. I want to be protective. It has to make sense at the same time. Wait for the buyers. See the buyers to fail. Then trail. At the same time, I went short and then she was 870. 50 points in profit. I didn't close. I put it break even. Price comes back to stop me out at break even and then reverse. Just being way too tight with it. Too tight today. Way too tight. See if we can get the pullback, huh? If only someone had more patience. Right, this is also that composite POC at a higher time frame, which is interesting. pullback before we hit 807s. All right, some disruption on the bottom here. Let's see who's going to get trapped. Also that PLC and that weekly or that composite. Showing the bottom here. Doesn't look hot. They gotta push through or just gonna go up. Definitely not a fan of this trade location. Man, deep charts move, man. Absorption level here. I'm gonna put a little bit of bigger stop here. Big old absorption on the bottom here. If it wicks, yeah, but my luck today, I don't bet on it. It's not what you want to see. If you see a lot of red bubbles, she has to push through with some conviction. No struggle. See, this is exactly what you not want to see. Try and be somewhat patient here. Looks good. At the same time, I want to trail. At the same time, this is too soon to trail. Especially if it wicks 812, so I'm going to break even. If it does it, kind of want to do it already. So let's do it already. Push, push, push.
Connection lost.
Yo, fucking, don't fucking do me like that.
Connection lost.
You fucking shitting me. Dude, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it.
Connected. Connected.
Thanks. Thanks. Dude, that cooks me so hard. I don't know what's going on with this rhythmic connection to deep charts, but I have had like 3-4 times now today, like up on the open, like in this trade, like at moments you don't want to deal with this shit. Jesus. $20 points. I mean. Yeah, I need to check if other people are having the same issue because I can't. Friday was the same thing. This cooks me, right? Like, yes, I made back my money. But could have been worse. Could have not made money, could have been down. And that definitely would have cooked me hard. I'm already cooking and I'm got back to break even, so yeah. So I'm currently up $5 and on my leader account up 470, 497 with I feel like I've been through a battle today, dude. The fuck. It's freaking wicks up. I was short from about 9/10 here. Wait, let me put up my M and Q. So short from the 9/10, get stopped out. Short from basically lower here at the 870s. Started adding at the 860s. And this nice wick candle, short again at the 870s. Pushes the 50 points in profit, comes back, stops now, break even. To then eventually, every time I go short, I'm going shorter and shorter at the worst or more worse and worse trade locations. even though momentum starts to kick in. So everything under that overnight extreme at 842s now made sense, and everything under that value area low, basically, because that was that. Let me see here. Like there was this big buy block on the. If you look at your delta profile from the overnight, that was basically what kept being bought back up. I can't speak anymore. And once that flipped, yeah, the momentum really started kicking. From a profile perspective, I'll be looking for the prior range low, which is Friday's low at 680s. 680s, yeah. Definitely need to wait for a pullback source. Not too sure if I would have been still in that position if I didn't have that connection issue. So very volatile candles here. Probably would have not wanted to give back too much. It wasn't a bad trade after all. How many points? It's 833. 50 points on 6 micros. Still up $500 on the main account, so that's good. Just need 2 more days of those, and I'll take myself another $3,000 or more. More than 3,000 payout. Pay yourself. Melting. Yeah, next target would be the prior range low. I'm gonna get another cup of coffee because yeah, I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Still a shit ton of momentum to the downside here. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Not too sure if she's gonna set up something again. Might wanna get involved if she gives any sort of pullback. I have problems with my entry. Can you explain your entry model, like Kuchia and trigger? It's basically very momentum based, or depends momentum or counter trend trade. Basically look for my zone of business and then just wait for example, a candle to wick the prior candle's low and then just enter, for example, or a close. It's a bit nuanced. There's no one-trick pony here. Seems like it's just gonna melt towards the prior edge low. Okay. Let's see what we got. If she melts the prior range low. Composite PLC value area low from 17th. 6/17. If I'm not wrong, there is some lows here. That would make sense. Basically one low. Let me see what we got here. 608. Then it's okay. It's always going to be a target though. It's always going to be a target. But basically not giving an entry after we lost the lows here at 840s. One setup basically from the value area low from the overnight and that extreme. Just melt. It's always so funny when you look back at the overnight profile. You can just clearly see the pressure on the market. Should have been more patient trailing this. Basically that whole candle, the highest up closing candle there What's your protection? So could have just dropped it above, kept it there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's how the cookie crumbles. No pullbacks, no entries. No need for FOMO at least. No need. Definitely don't want to go short against the prior range low. It's going to be a pullback for continuation, or a melt continuation from here and then a pullback. We just dropped like 840s, nearly 200 points. So sellers might get a little bit exhausted here. This is also the lows on a lot of sessions from last week. For example, Friday's lows here. We have Monday's low, the week therefore value area low. I don't know if you can see it, but on the profiles here, basically, they're all lows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 days. We're from 8 were the lows. So just something to note here. Interesting. So if we do reject, it's going to be looking real good for continuation, obviously. At the same time, I don't want to be aggressive here against that level, just because it's a major low on like a lot of days. Actually, definitely got room though. So in general, I'll be using the composite here as a guide. This is a composite from the last few weeks. From that point of view, it looks good. There's room for a retest of the 600s. At the same time, I don't want to short against these levels right here. I want to wait for a break of it or a pullback and then continuation. What brokers are available on DeepCharts? Pretty much everything. Anything in particular you're looking for, sir? CQG, Directa, DX Feed, Gain Capital, Interactive Brokers, IQ Feed, MT4, MT5, Rhythmic, Stellar. Buyers trying to step in here. Let me see for you, sir. I don't see. Oh, your gain capital is in here. Vantage. I do not see. I think you can do it via their website, I think. And or we can join their Discord and ask them in there. But I would check out their website first.
Connection lost.
That information should be on there though.
Connection lost.
Again, Rhythmic.
Connected.
Not sure if it's because of the trade syncer I'm using. Because there's already a connection open. That might be a thing. That really might be a thing.
Connected.
Slowing down a lot here. Kind of want to... Not sure what I want to do. Definitely want to wait for pullback, something like that. See what happens on that reaction or that level. Very good chance for this to be lower day though. See what happens. Just want to get perhaps maybe in a short and protect myself very quickly if I'm able to. The best trade locations are gone though. Definitely looking back overall, the rejection of prior value from Friday. Upon open, unable to trade towards the PLC, losing the open, setting off towards the value area low. Initially try to bounce, fails, goes back outside of value, rejects value. So from that point of view, very obvious. Someone just was very impatient with trailing. Could have made way more money than You want the 5 minutes, sir? Don't want to be first here. Seller step in. They're not getting rewarded, so still pressure to the upside, I feel. Kind of want to be somewhat more late. See some more information. Or I use a bigger stop, but I don't want to do that. I'm just wait for the better moment to jump in the momentum. Could be wrong though, but I don't want to be first here. What I want to see is basically trapping the people out of their position that are short quick, hitting that zone, sell or step back in, and then potentially join after. Something like this. It's not financial advice, but that's what I would do. Could work though, but so I do like this. So they're pushing it short and they're unable to push through. Means there's someone's buying this here. So the next time, for example, we go up, and if we come back, if these things happen, and this still is naked, very likely to produce some nice movement into that direction if she does all those things. Yeah, I'm using the composite profiles from last 3 weeks. I'm not even using the weeklies at the moment, so I don't have that information. So this is basically the low then, right? Oh no, it's up here. And this is the thing about streaming. This is how you talk yourself into taking a trade. Buyers in control. retrace back towards the value low from that swing profile is not out of the question though. Let's see what happens. At the same time, this was a good protection level. If you went long, if. Damn. Looks like that was the long. The new platform of Lucid? No, I don't even have a clue what you're talking about. I haven't seen it. You don't need to. Just use DeepCharts. It's going to be very hard to beat DeepCharts. Oh, like that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of something like that. Finally, seller step in. Did you participate in what, sir? Deep cap, no, I'm not in that. No. I got so much going on. I still have a day job. 30 minutes before the market opens up, my day job finishes. I get home in like 15 minutes. Then I got like 2 minutes to set up my whole computer, do a trade plan, trade the open, and stream like I'm doing now. And make money for myself, because I want to make money for myself too. To then add that competition, that's too much. One day when I'm able to trade more during the day, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. all I do is work, 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 work. But yeah, it doesn't feel like working. This is just what I do. No, man, day shift. Like, I'm from Europe, so the market opens up like 3:30. I work till 3, from 7 in the morning. Work, go to the
Connection
gym,
lost.
eat, come back, trade, stream. Then after the stream, I do my journal. I still keep watching charts. I try to help some people that have questions. Yeah, it never ends, really.
Disconnected.
Doing some lives side by side. Maybe I can do some, maybe one or twice. We'll see. Maybe we can arrange something. But that would mean I wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube, or maybe we'll see. Every day. Yes, sir. Sir.
Connected.
Maybe doing recaps after stream, as if I do my journal or a recap of the day, but then do that in Discord. That would make more sense, I think. Because the live streaming, trading is trading. This is my behavior. This is my the edge is me, myself, right? So doing it side by side, it's going to be the same for you if you just watch the stream. It's going to be more valuable if we can talk to, and you can ask questions after in Discord when I'm journaling what happened on the profile in the day, the goods, the bad, all of that, and then ask questions. I think that's more viable to do. If that makes sense. But dude, I'm like up $5 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts, and then one's up $500. So the main account made money today. All others are break even. Definitely not the result I was looking for, but yeah, I'll take it. I think. I need 2 more days to take a payout on my fund futures. So that is nice. Then I put my total up this month. Oh, this side is tripping again. Yeah, let's check it out later. Kind of want to see what the market is doing here. You're getting close towards lunchtime though, so because at this point I don't really want to short in the middle of it all. This looks still good for longs. At the same time, it's heavy. Higher time frame once down, it seems. Yeah, momentum is still to the upside though. All I just wanted from the move after I got stopped out is to have a little bit of a pullback before we hit the prior range low. If you just had like a small pullback, it would have been awesome to target and then be done for the day. Because now we basically swept those lows. This could be the low day. We're getting close towards lunchtime. Got this whole poor structure to the downside from that melt. Basically, this whole move down. The short from prior value area low was fire. Price action was just notch. Dude, how many freaking shorts did I take here? One, add, stop out. This one was way too tight. I should have waited for the buyers to step in, buyers to fail, then trail it. Way too soon. Get stopped out. Then I think I started chasing here, got stopped out. Again, adding. One candle, freaking 30-point wick. To then re-enter. Price goes 50 points in your favor. Puts it break even, comes back, stops you out, goes again. Yeah. Definitely my fault for not giving it the room it needs, for sure. And then the connection drop when I was short right here, that was just the icing on the cake, I think. Could have been that zone, basically should have been the trail. But yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. How much I target for the day? I target my mental capacity. It's a little bit harder streaming because I kind of want to stream until now-ish. So it keeps me behind the chart looking at candles. So I basically put myself in more trouble sometimes than I should have or should do. But if I were to not to be streaming, that could be 1-2 trades, get me green and get me done for the day. It's usually when I start talking, if I get 2 green trades and for example, I'm up $1,000 and I got a little feeling or tell myself, if I lose this, blah, 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 then I already understand like, all right, if I take that loss, I'm going to get itchy and I'm going to push buttons and then it's just mental. My stop is mental. The downside is protected, but yeah, the daily profit target is mental. And I really think that's the game changer of understanding trading, because it is the mental part that makes or break our behavior patterns. So you can be very disciplined. We're all very disciplined in some way, but the emotional intelligence with some people is less, and then at some certain point they're triggered, and then without them even noticing, they're losing that barrier for themselves to keep themselves in discipline, and then everything goes out of the window. And I've been there like more than I can acknowledge. Like it still happens, but the more you trade, the longer you trade, after years and years and years of hitting those points in your sessions, you understand that, right, if I keep pushing here, it's not worth it because I'm going to give back everything I worked so hard for in like weeks, months. So after a while, you just stop doing those things. But yeah, the mental part is where the key is in trading. It's not about the entry, the strategy. Like I said this to someone earlier too, that you can be a billionaire using the MACD and trade the 1 minute on the NASDAQ. If you apply good risk management, obviously, and you can control your emotions, then anything can work. It's the key is finding something that works for you that you can manage, if that makes sense. That's the key in trading, I feel.
Connected.
And that was my rant. Damn. And which prop firm? Maybe Apex. 85 is a lot for a payout. That's a hell of a lot of payout. Yes, true. Because I could just even, like, for example, on this chart, let me see. Yeah, I'm streaming the right chart. Just using these levels, I, for example, could have shorted one of these red levels, put my stop above, and just walked away. And just don't watch it, right? And it works or it doesn't. I think we can make trading more complicated than it is, because I think we try to outsmart the market, but we just make things that much harder for ourselves to control. And that's, I think, why it takes that long for people to become consistent, because of how they want to do things, instead of making it easier for themselves so they can easier control their own behavior, the quicker they become profitable, I feel. Yeah. It's all behavior and mental, in my opinion. CFD firms like FTMO or something like that. But yeah, definitely not a fan of CFDs. Kind of want to keep it regulated. Not sure what to think of this market condition. Are we just finding some balance before we continue? So this is the one you want to see go from this structure. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Not too sure how much I want to short this level. Basically hit all targets too. Not too sure what I want to do here. It looks like she wants those highs here at the 780s. At the same time, yeah, I'm just not a fan of it hitting all those targets. Because I might very well be right that overall market's pressure is down, but at the same time, she could chop around, first sweep all those levels to then afterwards regain lower. So and also just the entry also has to make sense. I see it trades both ways right here, and that's usually not the highest quality entry. I mean, it could flip it, but you might be gone right now. Yeah. Don't like this buyer stepping in. Wick the low. Wick the low at 740s. This thing is not moving, bro. Should have been more momentum when she starts trading on the 740s. Slow too. She'll go down eventually. Just not sure about the timing here. Kind of just want to see it. Just wick the freaking 740s and then protect myself. Give it some shot, but it's very likely to do the opposite. Just asking for a small push so I can put myself break even like a normal person. Dude, this is not moving anymore. Sellers step in, sellers push through, sellers push through. Break even. Sellers continue pushing. Value area low from that move. I'm out. I'm done. I'm good on the fucking day. It is lunchtime, ladies and gentlemen. It is lunchtime. So I saw this spot here, basically the value area low from that swing point with the buyers here. The session is about to hit lunchtime. I'm good with taking $222 on this. I should be up way more than my trade copier is telling me. Because if I go to NQ, I'm up 470. I go to MNQ, 222. So I should be up 700-ish. And then on all the other Apex accounts, $200. So that's in total 1900. Even though this is very small, it's nearly $2,000. Yeah, so I didn't want to be involved in this pullback. Yeah, I'm not shorting this anymore. Either way, I'm getting really hungry. Lunchtime just hit. Thanks for watching. Back tomorrow. See ya. Peace. Ciao, ciao.